Big breaking news from Camp Nou. Barcelona are moving fast in the summer transfer window, and we've got 3 major updates you don't want to miss. First, the club is holding important new negotiations for Nico Williams, with Hansi Flick reportedly pushing hard to bring the Spanish star to Barcelona. Meanwhile, despite interest from Manchester United, Marc-André Ter Stegen is set to stay at Barça and continue as club captain. And finally, it's official, Barcelona will announce their first summer signing this Tuesday. Stick around as we break it all down: who's coming, who's staying, and what it means for Barça's future. Athletic Club winger Nico Williams and Barcelona. The saga from last summer has returned with force in the last few days, and shows no sign of slowing up. On Friday it was reported that Williams' agent, Felix Tinta, met with Barcelona director of football Deco, and now they have been placed in pole position for his signature. Williams, 22, was supposedly off the agenda for Barcelona as recently as a few weeks ago, but the latest is that the Basque winger has made it clear he is enthusiastic about a move to the Catalan Giants this month. As of Monday morning though, Liverpool winger Luis Diaz was still being cited as Barcelona's top priority, and President Joan Laporta seemingly has a series of doubts about moving for Williams this summer. In his corner is the not insignificant desire of Lamine Yamal to unite with his Spain teammate at club level. Bayern Munich have been clearly informed of Barcelona's stance. The club has made its position known, and now it's up to Bayern to respond. According to Florian Plettenberg of Sky Sports Deutschland though, Barcelona are now leading the race to sign Williams. Following on from previous reports that Williams could decide to either move to Barcelona or renew his deal with Athletic rather than go abroad, Plettenberg has announced that the Blaugrana are ahead of Bayern Munich, Arsenal and Chelsea. Laporta is now analyzing the deal to work out if the deal is financially valuable, and whether they can register him if they do sign Williams. Manager Hansi Flick is supposedly determined to sign him, and Bayern have been informed that Barcelona are in pole position, and if they do move for him, are expected to get a deal done. Breaking FC Barcelona currently have the best chances in the race for Nico, ahead of FC Bayern, Arsenal and Chelsea. Important new negotiations have taken place over the past 24 hours. Joan Laporta is now assessing whether a transfer is feasible and if Williams can be registered. If Barcelona get the green light, the move is expected to go ahead. Hansi Flick is determined to sign Williams. Bayern have been informed and are now waiting to see if Barcelona can complete the transfer. Hansi Flick is eager to bring Nico Williams to Barcelona and sees him as a key addition to strengthen the squad. It does appear the Barcelona coach is a fan of Williams, who turns 23 in July. Gigantes back up the idea in Germany that Flick is advocating for his signing. They say that Flick has already explained his plans for next season and the coming year to Williams over the phone. It seems Barcelona's finances, as is so often the case, will be decisive. Manchester United linked Marc-André Ter Stegen set to remain at Barcelona. Manchester United's hopes of signing Marc-André Ter Stegen have been dashed, with the goalkeeper expected to remain at Barcelona this summer. The Germany international had been loosely linked with a switch to Old Trafford in recent weeks, amid suggestions he could be seeking more consistent game time away from Spain. However, Spanish outlet Partidazo de Cope, via Futmercado, now reports that Ter Stegen has no intention of leaving Barcelona. The 33-year-old will not consider terminating his contract, and no offer has been accepted by the Catalan club. This news effectively ends any realistic possibility of a move to the Premier League, with United forced to look elsewhere if they wish to reinforce between the posts. Barcelona were said to be exploring the signing of Espanyol's Garcia Joan, fueling speculation that Ter Stegen could be allowed to move on. But this report insists the veteran remains a key part of new manager Hansi Flick's plans. He is expected to start the new campaign as first choice once again. United are expected to be in the market for a goalkeeper this window, with doubts remaining over the long-term future of Andre Onana and the backup options behind him. Last season, Onana endured a torrid debut campaign at Old Trafford. Signed for his ball-playing strengths, the 29-year-old repeatedly faltered under pressure, with poor distribution and decision-making contributing to several damaging results. Rather than elevating United's build-up play, he became a defensive concern throughout the season. The focus may now shift to other targets. Emiliano Martinez is another name that has been recently linked with a move to Old Trafford. The club must also assess internal priorities, particularly with financial fair play considerations likely to shape recruitment strategy this summer. Barcelona are set to announce their first summer signing this Tuesday, marking the official start of Hansi Flick's new era at the club. La Liga giants Barcelona are set to announce their first signing of the summer transfer window at some point on Tuesday. That's according to RAC1, who point towards Joan Garcia as the player in question. Goalkeeper Joan of course took his place center stage in the headlines in the Spanish media once more late last week. This came after widespread confirmation was forthcoming that the aforementioned Barcelona had deposited the 24-year-old's release clause with La Liga. Those of a Blaugrana persuasion, in turn, have since been patiently awaiting an official statement on the part of their club. And as alluded to above, if the latest word stemming from the media is anything to go by, as much should arrive on Tuesday, June 17th. Barça have already paid Joan Garcia's release clause. It is close to €27 million, clause plus IPC. The club will announce this payment today. And tomorrow they plan to make the signing of the Espanyol goalkeeper official. Última hora. El Barça ya ha pagat la cláusula de rescissió de Joan Garcia. Son prop de 27 milions, cláusula plus IPC. El club anunciará aquest pagament avui mateix. Idema te previst fer official el fitxatge del porter de el Espanyol. Nico Williams talks are heating up fast, and with Hansi Flick's full backing, this move could happen very soon. Ter Stegen is staying, a huge win for Barcelona's stability and leadership. And don't forget, the first summer signing will be announced on Tuesday. Who do you think it is? Drop your guesses in the comments. If you're excited for this new era under Hansi Flick, like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. In a shocking twist, FIFA refuses Barcelona's late plea to enter the Club World Cup, and fans are furious. Meanwhile, AC Milan steps in with a surprise swap deal involving a key forward and Barca's club captain. But wait, as Barcelona intensifies the chase for Nico Williams, President Joan Laporta reveals his one major concern about the rising star. Get ready, Cules, it's a drama-packed update you don't want to miss. The brand new iteration of the FIFA Club World Cup is finally upon us, and fans now have the chance to see teams from all over the world compete against one another. The tournament features some of the best sides on the planet, with the current champions of each continental competition qualifying as well as the teams who have statistically been the best performers over a specific period. The likes of Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester City and Chelsea are all taking part in the tournament, but there are a few notable absences. Liverpool, the current champions of the Premier League, aren't involved, neither are the Europa League winners, Tottenham Hotspur. Watch the Club World Cup on DAZN. With massive amounts of money up for grabs in the competition, missing out on the competition has huge financial implications for teams. So much so that Barcelona, the reigning La Liga champions, who also didn't qualify, issued a plea to FIFA to let them take part, and they were rejected. After Mexican side Leon were kicked out of the Club World Cup due to FIFA's multi-club ownership rules, Barcelona issued a plea to the organization to let them take part instead. Hansi Flick's men have been one of the best teams in the world this season, dominating their opponents and scoring for fun in Spain as they lifted the La Liga trophy, as well as reaching the Champions League semi-final. Despite also winning the Copa del Rey and finishing above Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, the two Spanish clubs who qualified for the Club World Cup, Barcelona didn't make it into the competition. This is because, according to the Daily Mail, the Club World Cup has a rule that ensures only two teams from the same nation can qualify. Having been eliminated from the Champions League in the group stage for 3 straight years between 2021 to 2023, the Catalan side fell below Atletico in UEFA's coefficient table. Leon and fellow Liga MX side Pachuca are both operated by Grupo Pachuca, and the rules state that owners can't have two teams in the competition at the same time. As a result, Leon were kicked out and Barcelona decided to try their luck at the last minute and gain entry in their absence. They were once again snubbed by FIFA, though, and the governing body instead selected MLS club Los Angeles FC to take part. The United States-based side won a qualifying match against Club America, ensuring the spot remained with a team in the North and Central America region. AC Milan offer player swap, star forward in exchange for Barca captain. In a bombshell revelation by Mundo Deportivo, AC Milan have offered Rafael Leo to Barcelona in a sensational swap deal involving Ronald Araujo. The proposal comes at a time when both clubs are reshaping their squads, and Barcelona's transfer strategy could take an unexpected turn if this offer gains traction. The Catalans are currently in the market for a new left winger, with Luis Diaz and Nico Williams topping their shortlist. However, with high transfer fees standing in the way of both pursuits, Leo could re-emerge as a viable and intriguing alternative. The Portuguese international has long been admired by the Barca hierarchy and would undoubtedly bring flair, pace and unpredictability to the left flank, qualities they have sorely missed. Barcelona must offload players to move forward. On the flip side, Araujo's future is far from guaranteed. Despite signing a renewal, the Uruguayan defender included a release clause adjustment that drops from an eye-watering €1 billion to €65 million between July 1st and 15th. This clause has caught the attention of several top clubs, including Bayern Munich and now AC Milan, where Massimiliano Allegri is said to be a firm admirer. Barcelona currently have a surplus of centre-backs, leaving room for at least one to be sold. With the club desperate to unlock financial fair play flexibility, a high-profile exit seems inevitable. Selling Araujo, who represents one of the squad's highest valued assets, could allow Barça to pursue a top-tier winger without violating registration rules. Could this benefit both sides? The proposed swap could, on paper, solve two problems at once, as Milan will get their defensive general while Barcelona will fill their left-wing gap with a proven Serie A superstar. But it is not so straightforward. Although Araujo divides opinions, he is a dressing room leader. Selling him, especially to bring in a player who would require considerable wages, would be a controversial move. Moreover, Hansi Flick has expressed admiration for Araujo's defensive versatility, though the German coach is unlikely to stand in the way of a major financial decision by the club. Laporta remains cautious about one major issue in Nico Williams' deal despite heavy interest from Barcelona. According to journalist Santi Ovalle in Carrusel Deportivo, Barcelona president Joan Laporta is having his reservations about the signing of Nico Williams, despite the winger being one of the club's top targets to bolster the attack. The concern does not come from the player's talent, work rate, or fit within Hansi Flick's system. Instead, the issue is more internal and psychological. Ovalle reports that Laporta is wary of Nico's close friendship with current Barcelona star Lamine Yamal, fearing it could lead to the formation of tight-knit cliques within the dressing room. Laporta, as per the report, wants the locker room to be built on professionalism and collective unity, not on strong interpersonal alliances. Learning from past errors. This concern is not just speculative. The idea is rooted in past experiences at the club, where certain social dynamics, nicknamed the Club de Amigos, have in some cases hurt team balance and performance. These tightly bonded subgroups within the squad were seen as functional only when the team was winning. But when results faltered, divisions, mistrust, and blame followed, something the current leadership is eager to avoid repeating. That said, there are positive voices within the club regarding Nico's arrival. It is noted that he already knows many players in the squad well, and that he's on good terms with them, not just Yamal. Importantly, Flick has already spoken with the athletic club star, expressing his interest in bringing him to the Camp Nou. Barcelona still considers Diaz their top priority. Still, the financial aspect remains a major hurdle. Barcelona are prioritizing the signing of Luis Diaz, but his price tag, well over €60 million, is currently out of reach unless the club makes a significant sale. And there you have it. From FIFA's controversial snub to Milan's bold swap proposal, and Laporta's hesitation over Nico Williams, it's clear that Barcelona's transfer window is heating up fast. What do you think about FIFA's decision? Should Barça have been allowed in the Club World Cup? And is Nico really the right fit for this team? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for all the latest from Camp Nou.